Tyson Fury has come out on the airwaves, talking about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder and the potential undisputed clash, basically trashing their potential fight, saying it doesn't mean jack unless they either man takes him on. So what has Tyson Fury actually said? Tyson Fury said, undisputed heavyweight champion means, guys all know what he's saying there, Tyson Fury. It means nothing. I'm already the main man. When I beat Klitschko, he was the main man. No ifs, buts, or maybes. When I beat him, I became the main man. So I've done that, and I'm the only active heavyweight around who can say he beat the main man in the division, the top guy, and the rest of not. Wilder beat Stavern on his first defense of the belt. Not that good. Joshua beat Charles Martin, who won the title on default and should probably have never won a world champion. Have never been a world champion. He had the IBF title because they stripped me of it within 5 days of winning it and gave it to someone else. So those are the words of Tyson Fury. So I kind of agree with Tyson Fury on some of his points. The points of how Tyson Fury became a champion himself compared to Wilder and Anthony Joshua. In terms of obviously Tyson Fury becoming champion, to be honest, in terms of like the heavyweight division, I think Tyson Fury paved the way to the heavyweight division we see today. Because Klitschko was a champion for so many years with, I think, was it 26 world title defenses? He was over 10 years. The guy's been basically dominating the heavyweight division. Was dominating the heavyweight division. Boring style, boring fights. He only really fights in his backyard. I don't even think the American broadcaster didn't even show his fights because of how boring his style was. The jab, grab, hold. There was no one really about, like, we could really say before Tyson Fury defeated Klitschko that this is the guy who's going to come in there and take his belts. Like, the guy was quite dominant for like so many years alongside his brother Vitaly. And Tyson Fury came along, different persona, different character. He's got that kind of clowning around character, but at the same time he had that kind of seriousness where he shows up at the fights and does the business. And dismantling Klitschko on the night of someone who's been dominating the heavyweight division for so long. Klitschko came out. He came out. Tyson Fury went to Klitschko's backyard in Germany, where the fight was. Beat him in his own backyard, a fight that Klitschko's own promotional outfit was that set up the fight. Fury went out there and won the belts with all of the disadvantages in terms of the promotion and all the judging that people obviously expected Klitschko to get the benefit of the doubt and everything. Tyson Fury went there, dismantled the guy, made him look like a clown at the press conferences and on the fight. I won the belts from someone that people said was the main man of the division at the time. Now, obviously Tyson Fury had his problems, and all of the belts ended up getting splintered off. And in my opinion, I still regard like Tyson Fury as one of the main man to beat in the division. Why? He doesn't have any belts, but he beat the main guy who at the time who had all the belts. Deontay Wilder only picked up the WBC because obviously Vitaly Klitschko retired, and then Berman Stavern and Chris Arreola ended up fighting for a vacant WBC. Then Deontay Wilder fought Stavern, picked up the WBC. Anthony Joshua actually fought Charles Martin, and Charles Martin today, I don't think anyone regards Charles Martin as a top heavyweight today. So the Charles Martin you see today that no one gives a damn about, that's the same Charles Martin that AJ fought to pick up the IBF, as ridiculous as it sounds. And then AJ beat Joseph Parker in a fight that was a snooze fest. And then the vacant WBA and the other vacant belts, obviously Joshua won in the fight that he fought Vladimir Klitschko for, only because Tyson Fury had to relinquish the belts because of his problems. So the point that Tyson Fury is getting at here is that these guys, especially in particular AJ, with the belts that AJ has, AJ is only in that position because Tyson Fury lost the belts himself. Because if it wasn't for Tyson Fury relinquishing those belts because of his problems, AJ would have had to fight Tyson Fury to become a champion. So that is what Tyson Fury is getting at. So the point that Tyson Fury overall is trying to make, that he's trying to say that obviously AJ fought these other guys that Tyson Fury says is not as good as himself. So he's basically saying that AJ, you won these belts, but you only won them because I gave them away. So you have to come and fight the original holder of the belts to really say that you're the best in the division. So that is the point Tyson Fury is trying to get at. And Deontay Wilder, on his end, he is a similar kind of position to AJ, where he fought Berman Stavern. He didn't fight the original Vitaly Klitschko that people thought was one of the main fighters in the division, because it was Vitaly and it was Vladimir at the time that were the two big brothers, like to call them, that were dominating the heavyweight division. So AJ and Tyson Fury kind of benefited from, first of all, Vitaly Klitschko retiring in Wilder's case, and in Joshua's case, it's Tyson Fury getting stripped of all the belts. So AJ's benefited from Tyson Fury being stripped of the belts, and Wilder's benefited from Vitaly Klitschko retiring. So that is what Tyson Fury is trying to get at. And in my opinion, I think AJ and Deontay Wilder has to beat Tyson Fury to beat Tyson Fury, to be able to say that we're the best of our era, outside of the Klitschko era. We're the best in our era, because there's always going to be that question mark if they don't fight, if they don't beat, both of them don't beat Tyson Fury, that are we as good? Were we really the best in our era? Because Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, and when Klitschko was actually younger, won all the belts. And did we only pick up these belts because Vitaly Klitschko retired and Tyson Fury got stripped? Is that the only reason why we were champions? Because I give credit to AJ for revitalizing the heavyweight division in terms of pulling in more casual interest. But in terms of the boxing fans and people who know about boxing, most people know that AJ beat Charles Martin, and only beat Charles Martin and beat Parker. And Parker himself only won the WBO because Tyson Fury got stripped as well. Parker himself at the time only won the WBO because Fury got stripped as well, because Parker fought for a vacant WBO against Andy Ruiz in a fight that most people say Andy Ruiz won. So many guys becoming champion because of guys retiring and being stripped. That is actually why I really want to see an undisputed fight, and why I'm really interested in seeing Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury. Because if Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury and goes on, and then he's got to obviously the Ring Magazine's belt is going to be on the line. If he knocks out Tyson Fury, picks up the Ring Magazine, fights AJ, knocks out AJ, Deontay Wilder's the best. Outside of Klitschko, is the best in his era. The only thing people say about Deontay Wilder, even if he becomes undisputed champion, is that why didn't he fight Vladimir Klitschko at the time when he could have? So that's the only time people's gonna put a little question mark there. But he would be the best. If Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, then beats AJ, then Tyson Fury would be like, I beat Klitschko, I beat Wilder, the WBC champion, I beat the champion that people currently regard as the best now in AJ. Then Tyson Fury can say he's the best. But then the same for AJ, is that if AJ beats Deontay Wilder, picks up the WBC, becomes undisputed, and then beats Tyson Fury, he can say Joshua can say, I've beaten Klitschko, I've beaten Tyson Fury, the guy that said he's the main man. Then he can say he's the best of his era as well. So yeah, it's a long way of going around it, but the main gist of the story is that, for me, I just want to see all of these three guys fight themselves. I just want to see it, because it's easy to talk and say I'm the main man, and then the next fight against Deontay Wilder end up getting knocked out. So I just want to see these three fight. I want to see AJ fight Wilder for undisputed. I want to see Joshua fight Klitschko in a British big dust up, probably at Wembley. And yeah, I just want to see all three men fight themselves and may the best man win. What do you guys think? Do you want to see, who do you think wins between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on February 22nd? Do you want to see Deontay Wilder take on AJ sometime this year? Because it seems like AJ is probably going to be tied up with Usyk and Pulev. And who do you think is going to come out on top between these three? Once all these three take themselves on in major clashes. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me hear from you guys. Cool.